Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips. Got a big game tomorrow against the Atlanta Falcons for the early division lead. The Buccaneers are 2-2. The Falcons are surprising everybody 2-2. Now the Buccaneers have won games against the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. They have lost to the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. We've lost 2 in a row. The Falcons have won squeakers against the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks while barely losing to the Rams and the Saints. Now, all the Falcons games have been close. They've been competitive. They had a great comeback against the Rams. They were down 31-10 at one point, 12-13 left to go in the fourth quarter, and the team did everything they could to come back and win that game, but Mariota being Mariota, he crapped the bed, and with a minute left on the 25-yard line, down by 8, getting ready to score a touchdown, he threw an interception. The Buccaneers tomorrow will be without Cameron Brate, our tight end, Logan Ryan, and of course Akeem Hicks, who should be back if things go well according to plan. He'll be back next week or maybe even the week after. The Falcons are going to be without 2 big players, their tight end Kyle Pitts and running back Cordarrelle Patterson. Now, I don't think the Falcons are going to be hurt by not having those 2 players on the field. I'll explain that in a minute, but this is not your Falcons team of old. This is a run-first and run-often Falcons team. They are in the top 10 of the league in yards per carry at 5.1, and they have the second fewest pass attempts in the league. That's amazing. Going from Matt Ryan to this. The 2 running backs that they will be starting tomorrow, Huntley and Algier, both have yards per carry average of 5.4 yards per carry and 5.3 yards per carry, respectively. So the running back issue, not having Patterson, I don't think is going to affect their game at all. Their O-line, their offensive line is designed to run block, and they get good push. Now, the Falcons' defense is nothing special, but they're not bad. They tackle well, and they're pretty good discipline. I would not be surprised to see them get an interception, maybe 2 against us. They do have number 97 Jarrett and number 95 Graham on their defensive line, who those guys are pretty good. They could be trouble. And they have number 3 Parker, a weak side linebacker. He's pretty good in coverage, and he has great hands. The Falcons' weakest link is their quarterback, Mariota. He's just not that good. Just going to put that out there. He's much like Jameis Winston in that he can throw some lasers, but he'll also throw some ducks, man. I mean, his accuracy just is not consistent. I mean, the 2 quarterbacks, Mariota and Winston, are just so much alike. Mariota is a little bit more athletic, I think. But he does not make great decisions, kind of like Winston did, especially when he's under pressure. And much like Winston, Mariota can be hard to sack. He does get happy feet. He will scramble out of the pocket for no reason, feeling phantom pressure, just like Winston did. And Mariota plays almost exclusively from the shotgun. Now, this is interesting because him and his center have not quite gelled yet, and there's going to be a couple snaps during this game where it's going to be hard for Mariota to handle. There's going to be one that might go over his head. There's going to be plenty of low snaps, but we have to be on the lookout for that. If we see one go over his head, we got to be on top of it. It's going to happen. I can almost guarantee it. The keys to winning this game for the Buccaneers is we got to be very disciplined against the run. Even if the Falcons fall behind, they will continue to run the ball. Devin White and Levante David, they're going to have to be crucial in stopping the run. The Falcons run the ball mainly between the tackles. They don't do a whole bunch of outside running. They run jumbo package, and they're going to try and cram the ball down our throats the whole game, no matter what. I don't care if we're up by 21, 28 points. They are going to try to cram the ball down our throats. So it's going to be very vital for Devin White and Levante David to be on point. Now, Devin White, last week against the Kansas City Chiefs, he had some issues. I still don't know what is up with that. I didn't see him on the injury report. I kind of touched on a little bit in my Tiffy video, but he was drawing up on tackles and just not being the Devin White we're used to. We can't have that during this game because they are going to come right at him. Offensively, I don't think we're going to have any problem whatsoever. They're not going to be able to stop us. The games that the Falcons have won have been against quarterbacks like Jacoby Brissett and Geno Smith. just not elite quarterbacks. They're going up against Tom Brady. He's not going to make the mistakes that the other quarterbacks did. Now, I do believe our blitzes and defensive disguises are going to be too much for Mariota to handle. We must look for the run at all times. When we come in for a blitz, we cannot leave those big gaps open in the middle. Shutting down and containing the run is by far the most vital aspect of winning this game. Now, my score prediction for this game is Falcons 17, Bucks 34. Molly couldn't be here with me today. She has company, and they went out to the farmer's market. Woohoo! And but she did give her score prediction, and she says Falcons 12, Bucks 23. Now, tomorrow, the Buccaneers are going to win this game. We're going to take the division lead, and we're not going to let it up for the rest of the year. Mark my words on that. Go Bucks.